Hello Universe, it's Gypsy. I'm going to record a more detailed inventory of my palettes because the holidays are coming. I'm getting more and more emails, advertising emails, and I need a little bit more documentation, incentive, help not to buy pallets. Pallets is a weakness for me. I've depotted a lot of the pallets that I have. They're loose in a box in some homemade seed pallets, but I also have an array of beautiful pallets. I'm recording this to keep on my phone, but I will share it on YouTube. Maybe it can help somebody else who's got a similar problem to me. So I'm going to jump into this, and I'm just going to not necessarily call the brands out. That doesn't matter. I just want to look at what colors I've got. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm starting with the ones that are closest to me. Grays, and there's a brown up in this tray that I can use on my brows should I get low with brow products. This palette I have on today, much lighter application of makeup than I've been wearing while I've been practicing at home because I had a job interview today, so I had to make it a more business-like look. I didn't even wear the darker lipstick that's in my 22 tube cobbled together makeup that I've been playing with. Lots of peaches, silvers. These have the silver and this have a little bit of a frost shift to them. These are more matte. Copper, a taupe look. This is supposed to be brow bone, but I used it all over. They have a little bit of a frost shift to them. I have two of these. The next one. I'm going to throw away the applicator because it's not the kind of applicator I use. This is pink. This has a gold shift to it, and that has a brownish taupe shift to it. And I've got two. The count's not going to be the same as when I did my inventory. Hey, Rizzo. My little dog's here visiting. He's such a good boy. The count's not going to be the same because I depotted numerous pallets. And I'm getting a lot more use out of them by having depotted them. This one got broken. I did not get to use that. It got broken in transport. I buy a lot of my makeup online. That is really pretty. I have tons of maroons. Didn't need it. Didn't need to replace any of this, really. A lot of these got broken in transport. Do you see those pans? It's a bunch of pans. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 broken in transport. Then they gave me a refund. I didn't pay for this. There's still a bunch of pans in there that can be used. I didn't have to pay for that, but still in my collection. I'm going to show you two side by side because they're so much alike. That color in the center, I adore. I think it looks really good on me, and I think that's what got me motivated to buy this palette because they're almost identical. Beautiful fall colors. This product say it's a disappointment is least. Do you see how it's shimmering? That's just a sprayed on top layer. Underneath it's matte. Once you start using the product, I don't know if you can see any of my rub mark on the brown. Underneath it's just a matte. It doesn't shimmer. But quite honestly, because of all the texture and fine lines in my face, that's not a bad thing. And this is another one that the shimmer is only on the top, and then it's matte underneath. I love wearing gray with blue eyeliner. I don't know if I'll be able to tilt this enough to show you, but this is what I'm going to use to supplement next year's Pan That palette. These are all singles. They used to be in pallets, or they used to be a single shadow by themselves. I depotted them. I had a lot of damage when I did that. I'd never depotted before. That was new to me. This is going to be in a project next year. And I put that Z palette together because there's so many dark colors in the in my Pan That project. This is how I started out with homemade Z palettes. I was afraid of fracturing them. I kind of had a feeling I'd break them. So I took some old plastic containers that I had, and I just snapped the lids off of them and glued them side by side by side. You see I've got two of these. They are slightly different in color. I can see two of those are old Mary Kay's. Good products. I like them a lot. This is another one I may not be able to show you. And it looks a little messy because of the breakage from two that you really can't see. This black one right here and a very dark navy. And so they've got a mess going. But I mean, you can look at these products. Most of them were new. And you can see how hard it was, for lack of a better word, carnage, taking them out of their packaging. Especially some of the older products. I guess they simply weren't designed to be taken out of the package, or the glue they used was really fierce glue. This next palette comes with an eye pencil. I'm going to take that eye pencil out, and I'm going to slide it in a container. Give me just a second to rearrange. And give it a quick wipe so it'll be clean. I swear this is loose in its packaging. Ah, yeah, it is very loose in its packaging. I might have to do some repair to that. This is a smoky palette. And I've got plenty of products to smoke with, to smoke the corner of the eye. I don't know why I bought that thing, guys. I haven't opened this one. Let me see if I can see the colors like that with without the packaging. And this is called Glitter Glam because there's a little bit of frost on them, but I'll be honest with you, some of my older palettes have a lot more frost on them. This is a Kat Von D. Those are some dark colors for a pale girl like me. Don't know what I was thinking. These are the nudes. It's called Dream. This is called a blush eyeshadow palette. And there's that copper I like so much right there in the center. A lot of browns in there. I used to wear brown a lot, even though I have blue eyes, and it was really pretty. It was very soft and it was very pretty. I've got blue on today because I'm trying to use that crumbly broken navy blue that's in there. This is a beauty glazed product. I'm sure it's some kind of crazy dupe or knockoff. This is a Luminous Eyes and Face Palette by Beauty Treats. Let me take. Okay, they're taped in. The applicators are taped in. These are softer colors. And honestly, I'm going to take one of the darker colors, swatch it. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. You can barely see it. Look. But that's okay, because I have so many dark colors. Maybe that'll be one that'll help me rein it in on some of the dark colors. This is a City Color collection. 6 of these products are the types of products that you stick your finger in, the lip products. These are lip products. I'm going to have to depot this thing and mix it into the container in my inventory video where I showed you where I put my crushed all my lipsticks together. Who's going to carry this around to reapply their lipstick? Who's going to do that? And honestly, it probably goes on as light as lip gloss. Let's pan another dark one. Let's see if we get any color payoff. On my finger, it looks like I got color payoff. So that's what you get. I don't know if it's buildable. These are some products I haven't played with yet. Like I said, I'm making this video to help myself with the holidays coming up. So, Dare to Create 39A by Morphe. Look at all these colors. See, I don't need to buy anything. I've got plenty of blues to play with. I know I've got maroons. I've got tons of color. Rose, you don't need nothing. You don't need nothing. Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. More color to play with. You just got to learn how to blend your stuff. That's all. I've got a few singles that I bought that I'm going to show myself real quick. That's an eyeshadow. Eyeshadow. Get close. Pretty peach. Real pretty peach. Don't need any peaches. Another silver. A weird curved applicator just fell out of it. I'm going to drop that in my applicator basket. This is very dark. It's called Ink. Very, very dark blue. If you ever were to possibly run out of eyeliners, you got something. Don't buy it. This one is also as dark as ink. So, you know, you just finished that pencil that you loved so much from high school. You don't need any more makeup, Rose. Leave it alone. This, I think this is a blue shimmery. Gosh, it's got this kind of sifter on it. I wish I could stick my finger in it. It's kind of a silvery baby blue. This is also loose coppery color. Loose eyeshadows. Both of those are loose eyeshadows. This one I haven't even taken the stopper off of. I think it's another loose eyeshadow. This is something that is designed to put on a wet lipstick. It's a copper too. I don't know why it's in my eyeshadows, but that's okay. Let me put these little ones back together real quick. And then look at what you've got that you your homemade colors. Show yourself your homemade colors. This is where I took either loose shadows and mixed them, or yeah, that's what these are. These are eyeshadows. Every palette that I depotted had a black in it, and rather than fill up my little Z palette and my little box of blacks, I put them together, and I added some white, a lot of white, to try to make gray, because I think there's hope that I could use gray. This, I'm sorry, this is a loose gold eyeshadow. It's great for festivals if you're a festival goer. I've been part of the medieval and Renaissance group and other types of festivals since the early 80s. This is a maroon. I crushed some maroons in there, made loose powders. I've learned to wet my brushes and dip them in. All of that's new makeup technique that I have got. This is a darker coppery color. Creamy color, good for base underneath the shadows before you get in and get going good. Dark blues, very dark blue. Okay, I'm going to pause you guys for a minute, and I'm going to get more palettes. This is a Color Code True Beauty Collection Nude Rose Eyeshadow Palette. I think it would be beautiful for fall. Honestly, I don't tend to wear seasonal makeup. I have to change out my foundation. But I'm trying to remove brushes and eyeliners as I go along. This is the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. This is the Z palette that I purchased before I started just gluing the stuff in or making my own Z palettes, because I thought, well, I don't eventually want to be stuck with a bunch of empty Z palettes. And these are all different types of brands in here, quite honestly. This is the Lorac Los Angeles Pro Mega 3. It's upside down, but that's okay. I just want to see the colors. It'll help me not feel like I need another palette. This is the Pro Mega 2. This is a Beauty Glazed. That red. Isn't that something? It's a little reflective when I show it to you like that, but at least you can see it better. This is the Rose Gold Edition, Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition. I think the other Beauty Glazed is a knockoff for this one. This is called Measurable Difference, Get the Look. It's supposed to be a nude kit. Oops. It's got 2 eye pencils in there. Get those out. Put them over here on the counter. It's got little bitty travel brushes. I'm not going to travel with this thing. So I'm going to take the brushes out and use them when I need them. Okay, these two look like lip products on the bottom. These are probably blushes. That's probably a highlighter. So I'll have to take those lip products out and crush them in that goop, because I'm not going to carry a palette around like that and do touch-ups. It's just not going to happen. I don't know the brand on this. Sorry. It's new and unused, even though it looks dirty. I've probably stuck my fingers in it. This product is a Color Story, Born to be a Unicorn. I've been playing with that white a lot. I think that's why I bought it, that one color. This is called Ellen Tracy's Ground Jewels, Precious Metals. Lots of pretty colors in there. And this is Sunset Dust. This is another Beauty Glazed, I swear. Let's take a look at the other Beauty Glazed. This is the I Got You edition. Let's take a look at that. Huh. That's curious. I'm going to put these up and go get some more. I'll be right back. I have a few e.l.f. products. These all came together in the same box. Let me see if I can get it. How about that? That works. That black in those palettes. Look at the turquoise in that one. I gotta learn how to wear turquoise, because it's in my Pan That palette for the year. Those are real neutral. Probably something I can handle. Here's another neutral palette. Probably something I can handle. This is something I ordered from China. Pretty colors. This is some MAC eyeshadow I got in the Bahamas. Packaging was hard to get open. And I think I've only used this while on the cruise, just to play with it just a little bit. I went with the minimum amount of makeup, and I tried to go with the minimum amount of clothes, but my friends warned me that it got cold up on the deck and that we'd be up on the deck a lot, and they were right. It was chilly up on deck. I'm glad that I overpacked and didn't wear most of the stuff I brought. I'm not a cruise person. I love my friends. They're beautiful people. They're wonderful people. It has nothing to do with them. I'm not a cruise person. I don't like being confined on a ship. I don't like having certain types of entertainment at certain hours. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And that's just, I'm not a cruise person. This is my Daisy Fuentes 12 eyeshadow palette in the Rosy Nudes. Another friend of mine invited me to Mexico, and she did plan the entire trip, but Lord, it was just such an adventure. It was just a big exploration. That's my kind of vacation. I like adventure. This is Color Me Buff Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette. Let's get the glare off. It's pretty. Joanna did a really good job of planning that vacation. I'd never been out of the country like that before. It was such an incredible vacation. We went to the Mayan ruins. We went to a sisal rope plantation. from before the turn of the century. I didn't know how wonderful that would be. I just kind of went along, said, whatever you want to do, boo. This is a Revolution palette. It's called the Redemption palette. Got a little bit more elf. Last palette, I do believe. So I feel like I have got more than a solid collection. I think I've shown you everything. I think I've recorded even all of the loose individuals, the ones that I've crushed and made into powders. I think that's everything. I have to learn how to splice the video because I got a phone call in the middle of recording this thing. So I got to figure out how to splice this video together, so I have to learn editing now. All of my videos are unedited. So, but I've got it recorded, and I'm using this as a tool. I am using these recordings as a tool. I keep them on my phone. I also share them on YouTube, but I'm using them as a tool to help me with my OCD, with my impulsive shopping, my impulsive buying of makeup. But I'm glad you can go along for the ride. Go look at my inventory video. It's insane. This is just a closer look at eyeshadow. Go look at the other videos. Yeah. And I'm a psych nurse, or I was. I've got 10 years in psych, hospice. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. Have a great day, guys.